XXO Glue fam, Vince here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. You guys know na sobrang dami kong products na natanggap from Qwyn Cosmetics. And in today's video, we're gonna review another type ng lip product from their brand. Alam nyo guys, sobrang excited ko talaga kasi nung first review ko ng Qwyn Cosmetics lip products, sobrang impressed talaga ako kasi sobrang ganda ng quality ng pinakaunang lip tint na natry ko from their brand. Yes, ang dami ko sinasabing sobra kasi sobra talaga, as in intense talaga. If hindi nyo pa napapanood yung vlog na yun, I'll put the link up here. Panoorin nyo muna yun. Sobrang intense. I'm sure magugustuhan nyo yung products na yun. But in today's video, we're gonna review the Qwyn Cosmetics Mattefied Tint. Tingnan natin kung maganda rin tong products na to, pero alam mo, sobrang high hopes talaga ako dito. If you guys want to know how it works, what are you waiting for? Grab a drink, sit back and relax, and without further ado, let's glow! Now let's dive in, Glow fam. A little trivia about Qwyn Cosmetics is lahat ng products nila vegan and cruelty-free. So definitely safe talaga to for everybody kahit sa mga kids. And ngayon, hindi na natin ito papatagalin pa. Let's dive into the review. These are called the Qwyn Cosmetics Mattefied Tint. This is how the product looks like. First up, let's talk about the packaging. When I got the products from Qwyn Cosmetics, everything was airtight sealed. And I like that kasi it's not contaminated and siguradong walang bacteria or virus and sure ka na ikaw yung unang hahawak ng product na yun. Now let's talk about the component. The Qwyn Cosmetics Mattefied Tint is on a sleek acrylic bottle. Again, this type of component is very common sa mga lip products natin ngayon dito sa Philippines. It has a glossy bright pink lid, which is sobrang cute kasi it looks fun and fresh. They do have a wraparound sticker in front. You will see the logo of Qwyn Cosmetics and their slogan, "Be gorgeous inside and out." It says here Mattefied Tint. You will see the shade name here. At the back you will see the list of ingredients. This one contains sweet almond oil, shea butter, kaolin clay, rose clay, vegetable glycerin, and vitamin E. This one is made in the Philippines. It's vegan, it's cruelty-free, and it's good for 12 months from the open date. Right off the bat, looking at the ingredients of the product, I know that this will be beneficial for your lips in the long run. Kasi sobrang daming benefits talaga ng mga ingredients na na-mention natin. If we're gonna talk about the product availability, you can grab your favorite Qwyn Cosmetics products through their social media accounts, Qwyn Cosmetics Main on Facebook, at Qwyn Cosmetics Main on Instagram, and they also have resellers. What you guys can do is to check their social media accounts. You can order there, or you have the option to look for the nearest reseller in your area. Before we even start swatching, I want to give a little disclaimer. First up, I naturally have dark lips. Mukha siyang pink ngayon kasi I used the Qwyn Cosmetics color changing gloss para medyo ma-neutralize yung color ng lip ko. As we go further with the vlog, isa-swatch natin sa lips lahat ng shades nitong Qwyn Cosmetics Mattefied Tint, and I'm already expecting that it will leave a stain. Given that magkakaroon ng stain yung lips natin, there's a huge possibility that we're not gonna be able to pull off the natural color of the tint. Dahil nga magbabago-bago yung undertone ng lips ko, magbabago-bago rin yung itsura ng tint. Bawat tao, iba't iba yung tone ng lip, so pwede mag-appear na medyo bright sa akin and hindi masyadong bright sa inyo. So what I highly recommend is that if you're interested in buying these products, I suggest that you base your decision dun sa arm swatch na gagawin natin ngayon. We're gonna start with the lightest shade up to the darkest. So first up, we have here the Qwyn Cosmetics Mattefied Tint in the shade Estella. So first, let's do an arm swatch. This is how Estella looks like. As you guys can see, straight up brown siya. I really think na sobrang ganda nito sa lips. Ito yung perfect na brown if you're doing like a super creative eye look. You guys know na pag sobrang busy na yung itsura ng eyes mo, I would suggest that you go for a nude type of lip, yung mga ganitong colors. Sobrang ganda niya. And now let's try it on the lips. And now this is how the shade Estella looks like on my lips. Kita niyo sa arm swatch, medyo light siya, pero nung nilagay sa lips ko, medyo naging deep yung undertone niya. Sobrang ganda pa rin, sobrang sophisticated. If you're the type of person na mahilig sa brown, I think perfect para sa ito. Again, since mattified din siya, it dried down to a matte finish, it's not sticky, and yung scent niya is amoy candy. Now let's try to remove Estella. Tingnan natin kung magle-leave siya ng stain. Medyo nag-leave ng stain sa akin pero hindi naman sobrang intense yung stain niya. This is as much as I could remove sa Stella and hindi nag-darken up yung lips ko. Ganito talaga yung normal or yung natural undertone ng lips ko. So the next shade that we're gonna try is the shade Hazel. this is how Hazel looks like. Straight up, alam mo na brick red shade siya, na medyo dominating yung orange undertone. Sobrang uso talaga tong color na to, as in. If you wanna achieve that parang sun-kissed vibes, ito yon. Ito yung perfect na color for that. Now let's try Hazel on the lips. And now this is how the shade Hazel looks like on my lips. I think meron na akong bagong favorite. Sobrang ganda ng shade na to. And pasensya pala kung may naririnig kayong ulan kasi umuulan talaga ngayon. So far so good. The formula is very consistent. I'm not really a fan of matte lip tints, pero ito yung matte na parang ang ganda. It's very lightweight. On the arm swatch, mukha siyang orange, pero nung nilagay ko siya dun sa undertone ng lip ko, nag-deepen up siya ng konti, and mukha siyang brick red shade na ang ganda. Promise, favorite ko na to. Before we even proceed, Glow Fam, I want to tell you guys that the Qwyn Cosmetics Mattified Tint retails for 130 pesos each. Now the next shade that we're gonna try is the shade Halen. This is how the shade Halen looks like on the arm swatch. I think mali yung pagkakasunod-sunod ko ng shade. Pero Halen looks very close to Stella. This one is just a bit lighter compared to this one. Ito mas marami lang siyang brown and red pigment. So now let's try Halen on the lips. You know what guys, sobrang hilig ko talaga sa mga medyo deep na colored na lip tint. And this one, I love this also. Like tingnan niyo yung arm swatch, sobrang ganda niya pag natuyo siya. One more thing that I noticed dito sa Qwyn Cosmetics Mattified Tint is nagsiset siya in about 5 to 10 seconds. And one more thing na I like about this is hindi siya nagbe-bleed out. Kasi there are tints na very liquidy. I think tama lang yung pagka-cream base ng tint na to. Pag ang tint is sobrang liquidy, pumapasok siya dun sa crevices ng outer area ng lips mo. And magsasmudge out yon habang tumatagal. That thing is not happening dito sa Qwyn Cosmetics Mattified Tint. The next shade that we're gonna try is the shade Illyria or Illyria. Ito na yung shades na may mga pula. This is how the shade Illyria looks like. Right off the bat, you will see that it's a bright, warm toned red. Una, aakalain natin cool tone siya, pero makikita mo kasi talaga yung orange undertone niya. Sobrang tingkad, sobrang ganda. Now let's try Illyria on the lips. And now this is how the shade Illyria looks like on my lips. If we're gonna talk about opacity, I think this is the most opaque that I've tried so far dito sa formula na to. This type of red is nahahalo siya dun sa mga classic style ng red or classic colors. Ito yung napakagandang suotin kahit na wala kang makeup, magaganto ka lang, perfect na. Sobrang ganda niya, like buong buo talaga yung kulay. I would say na itong shade na Illyria, yung formula niya and yung pigmentation niya is very close dun sa HD tints ng Qwyn Cosmetics. I mean, ganito sila ka-intense. Lip tint to, hindi siya lipstick. Gusto ko lang kayo i-remind kasi mukha talaga siyang pasabog. We're down to our last 3 shades and lip check muna tayo. So far yung lips ko, hindi siya masakit, hindi siya mahapde. Normally, pag nagsiswatch ng lip tints, may tendency na humapde yung lips natin, kakabura and kaka-apply ng bagong shade ng lip tints. But right now, so far so good. It feels normal. Na parang feeling ko wala akong sinwatch na lip tints. So the next shade that we're gonna try is the shade Cadence. Now let's do an arm swatch. This is how Cadence looks like on the arm swatch. As you can see, yung color niya is red-violet. Medyo very close to plum, pero ito mas marami siyang halong color pink dun sa shade niya. And now let's try Cadence on the lips. And now this is how the shade Cadence looks like on my lips. Like straight up plum shade siya. Sobrang palaba ng shade na to. Para siyang kulay ng grapes. Parang kulay ng wine. If mahilig kayo sa mga plum shades, I think that this is a perfect plum for you. Pero just be very careful sa mga dark shades. Kailangan pag nilagay mo siya like 1 swipe lang or 2 swipes and dapat even yung application mo. Kung ako sa'yo, pag lagay mo, mag lip bite ka na agad kasi mag dry down siya agad. And pag nag-set siya, medyo mahirap na siya i-blend. Pero sobrang ganda pa rin niya talaga sa lips. One more thing that I appreciate about the Qwyn Cosmetics Mattified Tint, yung consistency ng formula niya. I mentioned earlier na hindi siya too liquidy. One more thing na pwede mangyari kapag ang lip tint mo ay too liquidy, pag nilagay mo siya sa labi mo, magde-drip down siya dun sa inner part ng lip mo and malalasahan mo yung lip tint and meron din siyang tendency na kumapit sa ipin mo yung kulay. So far so good. Kita niyo naman yung ipin ko. As in, hindi talaga siya nagpe-pink or hindi man lang kumakapit yung kulay ng lip tint kasi nga nagsistay yung formula dun sa outer part ng lip ko where it should be. Kasi hindi naman talaga dapat nagdodrip down dun sa loob yung kulay. As you can see, Glow Fam, nagsistain na siya sa lips ko and nagbabago-bago yung undertone ng lips ko. So definitely mag-base talaga tayo sa arm swatches. The next shade that we're gonna try is the shade Livia. Whoa, I think palaban na red to. This is how the shade Livia looks like on the arm swatch. Grabe. This one is a cool toned red and ito yung parang bloody red. Ito yung gustong-gusto ko to. Ito yung mga vampira vibes na kulay. Grabe talaga. Pag sinabi natin cool toned red, it's mixed with a blue undertone. Kaya ganyan yung kinakalabasan ng kulay niya. Sobrang nice. Now let's try Livia on the lips. And now this is how the shade Livia looks like on my lips. Kita niyo naman, Glow Fam, sobrang intense nung dating niya pero magandang intense. Ito yung parang vampirang laban na laban talaga. Sobrang ganda ng pagka-red na to. Pumapasok din siya dun sa mga classic na kulay ng red na pwede mong suotin alone. Like, ito lang, bare face, pak na talaga. Pero you know what? There's something happening kapag tinatanggal tong gantong klaseng shade ng lip tint. Actually, na-experience ko to nung na-review ko yung HD tint ng Qwyn Sam Cosmetics. If ikaw yung type ng tao na mahilig magbasa ng labi, I think magiging perfect sa ito. Kasi tingnan mo, buburahin ko yung ilalim na lip and magli-leave siya ng napakagandang stain. Dahil nag-leave siya ng magandang stain, definitely long-lasting talaga to. Yes, medyo nagpe-fade yung color, pero ang ganda pa rin ng color pag nag-fade na siya. Hindi siya yung parang maputla ka na lip tint. Ito yung para ka pa rin naka-lip tint, pero ibang shade nga lang. Ito, Glow Fam, yung stain na sinasabi ko sa inyo. Like, mukha pa rin ako naka-lip tint, pero hindi na ako naka-lip tint. Like, tinanggal ko na yung lip tint ko. The last shade that we're gonna try is the Qwyn Sam Cosmetics Mattefied Tint in the shade Everlay. So we'll see, ito, red din siya. This is how the shade Everlay looks like. It's another cool toned red. And I think ito para siyang brighter version ng Livia. Sobrang ganda din ng shade na to. Now let's try it on the lips. And this is how the shade Everlay looks like on my lips. Ito yung mga type ng red na nakakaputi ng ipin. Like, sobrang ganda ng shade na to. Alam mo, sobrang dami kong favorite dito. And now, Glow Fam, for my final thoughts. Before anything else, what I'm wearing on my lips right now is a combination of Hazel and Livia. Well, alam nyo naman na super stained na talaga yung lips ko, so hindi na masyadong nag-show up yung Hazel kasi gusto ko ma-achieve yung medyo light. So medyo dominant na talaga yung stain, so hindi na siya ganun nag-pop up. Pero kitang-kita nyo naman na napakaganda ng kulay ng lips ko ngayon. Again, there are 7 shades available dito sa Qwyn Sam Cosmetics Mattefied Tint. Packaging niya, check, airtight, sealed, not contaminated. Component niya looks cute, it looks fun, it looks fresh. Dito sa component, yung missing lang talaga is kung ilang ml tong product na to. Pero itong type ng container na to, normally this one contains 5 ml worth of products. If we're gonna talk about the price point, 130 pesos. Yes, medyo expensive siya, pero ibigay naman natin dun sa quality ng product. Like, nakikita mo ba yung opacity ng mga tint na to? Take note, it's not a liquid lipstick, it's a lip tint. And ganito siya ka-intense. As in, sobra. A little goes a long way. I don't think na kailangan mo siyang gamitin like kung paano ko ginamit. Gusto ko lang ipakita talaga sa inyo kung ano yung totoong color payoff niya. Kaya full lip yung ginagawa ko, pero normally, ang ginagawa ko lang, naglalagay lang ako sa loob and nagli-lip bite lang ako. If we're gonna talk about the shade range, yes, I think it's a bit balanced. Meron sila ditong mga cool tone, meron silang mga warm tone, meron silang mga brown nudes. Feeling ko sobrang covered talaga lahat ng Filipino skin tones. If we're gonna talk about the formula, I think it's good. Hindi siya yung parang irritating na matte finish. It's very lightweight. It feels like I'm not wearing anything. And sabi ko nga kanina, yung list ng ingredients, sobrang beneficial to in the long run kung gagamitin yung tong products na to. I think it's really nice. Sobrang pasabog talaga yung Qwyn Sam Cosmetics. If we're gonna talk about my favorite shades, I would go for Hazel, Illyria, tsaka Everlay. Sobrang ganda nitong tatlong to. Pero if you're into deeper shades, I think you can go for Livia. Sobrang nice niya, para siyang blood. But if you wanna go for Social Brown, yung Estella and yung Halen, sobrang nice talaga as in. If you wanna get a hold of these tints, make sure that you follow them on all their social media accounts. Qwyn Sam Cosmetics Main on Facebook, at Qwyn Sam Cosmetics Main on Instagram. If you are also interested to become a reseller of Qwyn Sam Cosmetics, ilalagay ko lahat ng details dito sa screen. You can pause the video if you wanna check it out. Again, all the links that you need will be listed down below. What do you think? Nagustuhan nyo ba yung formula ng Qwyn Sam Cosmetics Mattefied Tint? Let me know your favorite shade. Comment below. Gusto ko talagang malaman kung ano dito yung mga trip nyo na shades. That's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. XXO Glow Fam, and I'll see you on the next one.